Tyrese Agori, 6'6" of half-breed fury. But he's got a little problem. He has a hard time making friends.
You tell that bitch who sent you here how sorry I am I can no longer be her friend.
The Street Fighter.
Well, this is surprising. Has it really taken me this long to talk about martial arts movies? Well, better late than never, right? There's a ton of great stuff to choose from in this snap-kicking genre of one-inch punching glory. Shall we indulge in some Sonny Chiba action, or perhaps open up the story of Ricky? Nah, fuck you, I'm lazy. We're doing a Van Damme flick. No Retreat, No Surrender, or its alternate title, Karate Tiger. Surely a Van Damme action classic. This was one of the rare times that Jean-Claude played a villain in the form of Ivan the Russian. There's one thing that 80s fighting movies have taught us, it's that every Russian fighter is named Ivan, because why the hell not? The protagonist is a young martial arts student named Jason, training at his father's LA karate dojo. The karate mafia are going around with hired Goomba Van Damme, buying all the big dojos in each city.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Doom.
Jason's father refuses to sell the dojo, so the Van Daminator breaks him. The father-son duo moved to Seattle. Jason's dad has given up fighting, but Jason himself is obsessed with Bruce Lee, and now living in his hero's final resting place only motivates him further to become the master commander of ass-kicking. Jason befriends a spunky breakdancing black kid and gains enemies in the form of a tubby potential racist and Seattle's biggest martial arts school. With almost all of the odds against him, Jason continues to train his ass off using the teachings of his hero, and wait a fucking minute. I've gone through more than half this movie's story. Where's Van Damme? Okay, I know you folks aren't stupid. I think you know full well why I've chosen this film for this edition of the Cine-Masochist. How do I describe this? Okay, I've got it. Van Damme pulls a Jason Goes to Hell. It's simple. He's the main marketing vehicle for the film. He's plastered all over the advertising. He has top billing. Most every box cover for the film features Van Damme in his usual bicep flex pose. But is he really in the movie? Does 15 minutes, all consisting of the opening and finale of the film, really count as a Van Damme flick? Why does Jason Voorhees kiss guys to transfer into new bodies? I don't fucking know, but we're still given quite a ride anyway, even if the advertising is complete bullshit. So, since we don't really have Van Damme as an actual villain, what do we have to pad this movie out with when he isn't even really around? Well, some really fun characters for one. I like the protagonist, Jason. He's a simple reminder of why 80s leads were awesome. He's an underdog with a ton of heart, and I love how much of a fanboy he is for Bruce Lee. It makes him relatable because we've all got something that we geek out big time over. His best friend, who I'll just call Reggie the Reckless, is the fucking epitome of the 80s. He shows up with a boombox, starts breakdancing, and has the power of movement through synth. The bully is just ridiculous. The very first line he utters in the movie lets you know right away that you're going to be laughing your ass off at this guy whenever he shows up.
Bruce Lee freak. Just what Kingswood needs.
Dude, you live in Seattle and you fucking take karate. He also hates Reggie for no real explained reason. He's always on the hunt for him and gets a real hungry look in his eyes when he sees him. It might be a racist thing, or Billy Kincaid here might be looking for some tutti frutti. Jason gets the idea in his head to join Seattle Karate when he sees the city's champ, a guy who I can only describe as Paul Rudd playing Little Mac, winning a local tournament. Jason wants to be a tournament fighter too, so he heads to Seattle Karate, which is owned by Little Rudd and managed by some jock dickbag named Dean. Things go awry when Fatty McRacist here tells the sensei that Jason had physically assaulted him and then talks shit about Seattle Karate to rub salt in the wound. When in reality, Jason had simply been defending Reggie from, honestly, possible rape. Bristle McThornbody pits Jason against a seasoned black belt, and naturally, Jason gets his shit rocked. It's the day of Kelly's big party, and I think today is going to be the day that Jason tells her how he feels. No, that doesn't sound right. When were we ever introduced to her? No, that's right, we weren't. I call this, we didn't have Van Damme, so here's a random subplot scene. Kelly is Little Rudd's sister, and Jason is sweet on her. I suppose she was added in so audiences didn't think that Jason and Reggie were flagrantly gay for each other.
Yo, Kimosabe! thought we said 10 o'clock, RJ. Where have you been?
May have been a little slow on the draw with that one. Dean is also into Kelly, so of course a fight breaks out at the party. Jason gets his ass kicked again and runs away in a montage.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home.
There's actually a moment where this movie could have potentially become a vigilante slasher flick. Jason, in a rage, storms into his room and intensely eyes all of his Bruce Lee posters. Can you imagine if he used Bruce Lee as a guise to go kill everybody that he feels has wronged him, as if acting through one of Bruce Lee's characters or something? That would be fucked up. But no, he just collects his Bruce Lee stuff in boxes, and with the help of Reggie, finds a house to squat in for a while. And this, my sexy friends, is where the movie hits its peak of, oh my god, what the fuck? Jason prays to the spirit of Bruce Lee for guidance, and maybe you'd expect some Lion King style shit of Bruce Lee appearing in the sky, giving Jason a pep talk, but...
Rise from your grave.
Jason receives full-fledged training from a reanimated were Bruce Lee. Only Jason can see him, but he's still taking hits and training with him, so Jason has either full-on snapped, or the ghost of Bruce Lee is actually visiting him to give him private Jeet Kune Do lessons. This is an 80s martial arts movie. The ghost of Bruce Lee is actually visiting him to give him private Jeet Kune Do lessons. Reggie joins in on the training too, and helps Jason stay on top of his game to fuck me running! Can we see that again? Okay. I've seen some pretty homosexual things. Some pretty homosexual things. What I've just witnessed in No Retreat, No Surrender is straight gay. So it's almost time to wrap things up, so we better remind the audience that Jason isn't a homosexual again. Reggie uses the power of Michael Jackson, I guess, to get Kelly and Jason to dance together. And I guess they're back together now. Were they ever together in the first place? Does it matter? Frankly, I think his chemistry with Reggie is a lot better. So Jason is the ultimate warrior now, and he attends the super important Seattle Karate Championship tournament in support of Little Rudd, taking place in the always regal venue of a local high school gymnasium. Kelly is there too, I guess. I'm not really invested in their love story, because fuck you, there isn't one. Van Damme's in this movie? No way, man! Okay, so we finally get some more Van Damme action, and was it worth it? Yeah, he kicks an arse or two. Alright, so Ivan the Damn Russian has competitors illegally tied up in the ropes, elbows to the face. Nah, no need to help him. Oh shit, he's attacking Kelly. Better jump in, Jay. Remember, kids, women aren't people. They're objects. Mere proverbial prizes at the bottom of cereal boxes to be rescued by you. I gotta admit, Jason has a pretty fucking sweet fight with Van Damme. They work really well off each other and deliver some kick-ass spots. We get the classic moments of flashbacks to things Jason learned in training being utilized in real-time fight situations, like this rockin' flash kick. I love this movie. The characters are fun, it's got kickin' 80s music and montages, and the fight scenes are very well choreographed, and it's also, in a sense, a Bruce Lee exploitation film. They make use of Lee's actual fucking gravestone, and they have him come back from the dead just to train the main character. If you think about it, this is more offensive than something like Clones of Bruce Lee. Though it really isn't mean-spirited, they clearly had nothing but good intentions with this plot. Jason is just a huge Bruce Lee fan, and it would be a dream of any fan to work with their idol in some capacity. No Retreat, No Surrender was written and directed by Corey Ewan, who is responsible for some really awesome stuff, like The Legend, Transporter, and the perfect film adaptation of the game DOA. It came out in 1986 when Jean-Claude Van Damme hadn't hit it quite big yet. Before No Retreat, No Surrender, Van Damme was in Missing in Action as an uncredited car driver and a spectator in the movie Breakin'. He became a household name in the action industry with the awesome Bloodsport in 1987, and is known as the man that brought John Woo to America with 1994's Hard Target. Kurt McKinney, who played Jason, went on to mostly TV work. He was in the made-for-TV Cynthia Rothrock movie Sworn to Justice in 1996, which is probably the coolest thing he's done since No Retreat, No Surrender. That's gotta suck when the guy that was only in the movie for like 15 minutes is the one that gets the megastar action career. But those are the cinematic breaks, man.